Working in the music industry is both rewarding and mentally taxing. Whether you're a social media star or a worldwide phenomenon, being in the public eye at any level is really difficult. So today, I'm going to talk about a few common pressures that you'll likely face in the music industry with some advice on how to best deal with them so you can keep your mental health positive. Let's blast off and get started. JM in your universe. Konnichiwa friends, I'm Jonathan Miller and welcome back to Jonathan Miller Music, helping you become a better indie artist. I make futuristic and outer space inspired dance pop music, and every Wednesday on this channel I'm helping others take their music to level 2. If that sounds good, consider subscribing and ringing the notification bell. If not, I'll let it slide this week because I'm feeling nice. I know, it's weird for me, I'm trying it out, we'll see how it goes. Next week though, no promises. Think about that. Alright, the music industry, regardless of whether or not you're major label or indie, is packed with pressures of all kinds. Sometimes they're more outspoken, and sometimes they're more subdued, and you take them on subconsciously. Pressures from your weight, to your follower counts and Instagram page, to gender roles and how you should or should not act, the demand from your fans or other artists about releasing new music all the time, how you should sound in the studio. It can be any number of things. People will line up to make you not feel good enough, but you are. Mental health is a really important issue for me, so here are only a few pressures that I've personally faced in this industry with some advice on how you can best handle them should you have to. Trust me, I could do multiple videos about this subject. Weight and look. Yep, we're starting with this one because it's the issue you're probably expecting me to talk about the most. The pressure to look and weigh certain things is huge in the entertainment industry. Indie artists or major label matters not. This is also an issue regardless of your gender. Yes, some genders absolutely have it worse, and it's important to acknowledge that. But for me, I'm personally constantly told that I need to have a six-pack. I need a bigger chest, more developed biceps.
Don't sound too feminine.
Don't sound too masculine, it doesn't sound real.
Sound more gay.
Can you sound less gay?
Watch your hand gestures. Suck it in. Referring to my stomach. Your skin's not clear enough. Don't walk so pigeon-toed. Change your hair. Your nose isn't center. The list goes on. But here's a secret that nobody wants to tell you though. Beauty is subjective. Beauty standards are literally different for every single person on the face of the earth. What's attractive to one person is not attractive to another. So what matters above everything is your happiness with yourself. Don't exercise or starve yourself just because of offhand comments that make you feel less than. If you couldn't tell, I'm really passionate about this one because you are absolutely fantastic just the way you are, and you do not need to change for anyone else under no circumstances. Regardless of your gender, race, nationality, ethnic background, sexual orientation, weight, it does not matter. You are awesome. And don't let anyone else tell you differently. Live in New York or LA. You do not need to live in a US major city in order to make your music dreams come true. Dude, you have the internet. You have this channel. One of my biggest dreams was to live in LA, not only for music potential like I thought I needed to, but also because I live in Oregon and it is gray and rainy all the time and I hate that. However, my music business is starting to grow, and I built this business from my literal bedroom. How many people can say that? Don't fall for the pressure of needing to live in NYC or LA in order to make your music dreams come true. It's just not true anymore. It's an old mindset that people just need a little bit more time adjusting to. Dominate every trend. This will exhaust you. Don't do it, period. I'm not kidding. Don't do it. If you want to do the occasional trend every once in a while, go for it, have fun. But there's a reason my channel is not overloaded with reaction videos. I do them when it's something I'm passionate about or if I've got time for it, but I don't do them to the point of exhaustion trying to keep up with every new music trend or every new music release. That's impossible. How many online creators do you know that have fizzled out or gone on a break, which wasn't an actual vacation, due to burnout? It's a real thing. You probably know quite a few. So my advice is to pick and choose which trends are right for you and your brand and filter out the rest. Let's fix your sound. The last two pressures I want to talk about today kind of go hand in hand, but I broke them up to be just a little more specific. So firstly, when you work with producers or creatives and they say they love your sound, they love what you're all about,
You have great potential.
but as you really begin to work with them, they casually throw in ways to improve your song that aren't in line at all with what you want your music to be about. Maybe it's changing the lyrics that eventually changes the whole song, or let's change the whole sound of your song completely. Maybe they're promising that it makes you sound more commercial, or maybe they suggest that you change the arrangement of your song only to find out that they don't really like your song at all and they're out to sabotage you. Or maybe they love your song but they actually hate your voice, so they casually suggest getting an alternate vocalist on the track because you're a really good writer. Because your voice is not pop enough, which is actually code for you're not a great singer and you were already 18 and insecure about that anyway, and then you just don't know what to do. I mean, there's a lot of pressure to shape your music in a certain way, and everyone thinks that they're right. They also believe it's their right to critique your music, and you have to take it because you should feel lucky enough that anyone wants to critique your song at all. But you have every right to speak up for yourself and your music and your art. There's a hard line between improving and striving to get better and making little adjustments that puts your song over the edge and on a different level, and the people who just view you as a product and a transaction. It took me a long time to understand that. Which brings me to my last point. You have to play the game. I only agree with this to a certain extent. You have a voice. Use it. Speak up for yourself. You can say no, even though it feels like you need to be grateful for this opportunity. If it goes against your moral code and you've got a horrible feeling in the pit of your stomach, say no. It is okay. If I listened to everyone who told me what, where, when, and how to be, I would have given all this crap up a long time ago. Yeah, sometimes you'll have to go along with things that aren't fun, but not if they completely destroy your morals and they turn you into an awful person. And not if they completely kill your dreams. Sometimes tough experiences do lead to open doors that are more fantastic than you could ever imagine. Just trust your heart and speak your truth. You have a right to defend yourself. Remember, all these voices can never tell you who you really are. Only you know that for sure. So that is my video on some pressures in the music industry. And believe me, I could do a whole video series about this, so if you want more, let me know in the comments. Question of the video, what is one pressure that you've personally experienced in the music industry, and how did you deal with it? Tell me your story in the comments below. If you want to check out my video on how to deal with anxiety before releasing new music, I've left a link in the description below so you can check it out. And don't forget to check out my new single, Not Afraid of My Heart, which is available everywhere now. But if you like me and you like what I do, consider following me on Patreon like Melanie here to help this channel grow and get all sorts of fun rewards. But as always, if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like on it and subscribe if you're new. I put out new videos every single Wednesday. Once again, I'm Jonathan Miller, and I will see you next time. See you later.
I am a machine, not a robot, not operation electronically. My messages are magnetic vibrations. Once a pioneer.